Escape from Tarkov is definitely not an easy game to play, to say the least, and with a steep learning curve can be frustrating to new players. However, if you power through, you'll find immense satisfaction not only with getting a kill, be it a scav or a PMC, but just surviving a raid. And I mean, that's the point, right? You're trying to escape from Tarkov. Hi guys, this is Ike3012, and this is our first 100 days in Escape from Tarkov. As you can see, we're 100 days into the account, so we've been playing for a little over 3 months. Made it to level 39, whole bunch of raids in. A lot of them were scavs, because obviously it's the first time we've played the game, and we're trying to learn the maps, learn the engagement, learn the routes of different enemies and scavs and PMCs. But yeah, don't really think too much about kills or kill deaths or anything because majority of them are scavs and not NPCs or PMCs. Sorry. Haven't really progressed much in the skill tree, to be very honest, because well, we've been running scavs and we're trying to figure things out, and now we've started to kind of progress in skill, which is something we should have done some time ago. Tasks, I guess, as a new player, it gives us things to do, which is a good thing. From a gear perspective, been able to upgrade a lot of the stash, try and get some guns and armor and stuff together, and just overall kind of work with a build that makes sense and is helpful. As you can see, most of the hideout is already upgraded. Solar power was able to be upgraded thanks to Bitcoin price inflation, so we got that going, and we said, why the hell not, let's just upgrade it to the next level, which doesn't really make economic sense, but there's a lot of money coming in from Bitcoin, so it just made things easier. So, 100 days into Tarkov. What have we learned? What have we done? What have we done badly? I guess a whole bunch of that comes down to just kind of going through the paces of the game and figuring out what works, what actually makes sense to us, and try to figure out your play style more than anything else. And that's one of the most important things to kind of do with the game. Now, we play Escape from Tarkov in a group. There are 3 of us: Lord Prasad, Chili Sauce, and Chili Sauce Gaming. So we're more or less either doing duos or squads. That's basically how we play the game. It's personally for me, I can't speak for them, but personally for me, it's how we have the most fun. But yeah. So we spent probably the first entire half of the game, the first month, creeping around the map, crab walking around, trying to listen for every crackle, every blade of grass that's moving, every sound, just to because there was fear, and that's something that this game actually puts into you when you play it, because it's not, hey, I'm going to respawn. It's, if you die prematurely, it's like, okay, I'm dead. Gotta wait 20 minutes till my friends get out, or maybe they get killed as well, and then we get to reset and build kits and buy armor and do all of that jazz again. But one of the things that this type of, I mean, I guess you could say rat or goblin playstyle puts into place is you don't really get a feel of the action and how fast-paced this game can be. But more so, what's actually more brutal is when you do start taking damage, you don't know where it's coming from, and you normally end up dying, not being able to give cues or call outs to your teammates to kind of fill them in as to, where do you think it came from, or, hey, you spotted a player or something like that. So that's something that we actually figured out with the game pretty early on. And, but I mean, we spent the first couple of months doing that. The first month or so doing that, because we didn't know the maps, we didn't know the layout. And as we progressed and our, I'd say, map knowledge and game mechanic knowledge kind of made more sense, we started doing things a little bit more aggressively, even though it more or less did end up with us getting killed a lot. Gear fear was out the window within the first month, and I'd say so. Having a lot of money because of Bitcoin and all of that kind of made things a lot easier and helped us progress. So we didn't really mind getting killed as much, but more so we were able to learn mechanics of the game. So we ended up moving from a hey, I'm going to sit in one place and listen to everything on the map to a hey, you know what? Let's just go. We'll figure it out along the way if we hear something, and more or less, if we end up dying, it's just going to be, it is what it is. That's a great Pastille, you would say. A lot of my personal game knowledge has come from watching content creators like Deadly Slob, Pastille. The memes come from watching Aqua FPS because that guy is a complete legend. His chat is completely ridiculous. But yeah, and that's helped. As we've gotten more comfortable with the game and just, trying to understand, it's not to be taken as seriously as we were taking it in the first month. We were like, hey, you know what? We can meme around and do stupid things, you know? So now, more or less, the game is just going to be a whole bunch of, I'm going to be talking, let's just run, more or less one of us is singing in the background or, just saying, hey, look, that looks funny, or there's a graphical glitch. What does yours look like? What does mine look like? But it's enabled us to take this game a little less seriously, play a little bit more aggressive, whether we're a scav, whether you're a PMC, and just kind of have fun with it, which to me is quite it's been a refreshing change. Now, we do rat about every now and then, especially when it's a scenario where we're like, look, there's imminent danger. Maybe one of us has died, or we know we can hear like a scav or something is like got eyes on us or whatever. And that's when we play a little bit more slow pace, a little bit more tactical, and try to take things to be a little bit more, I'd say a little bit more cautiously more than anything else. Some of the things that we've kind of narrowed down. The game isn't perfect. There are bugs, there are issues. Just deal with it and just get on with it. We've learned that the best thing to do is when you kind of think back on an encounter that's actually transpired. What exactly happened? How do you think you could have maybe played it better? Kind of, even if you got your friend's angle, how do you think that could have probably changed, made things a little bit easier? Maybe you could have had been a bit more tactical, changed positions around, whether you can hear people coming, make the right call outs. Now, the audio in this game is still wonky, but, at the same time, whether you die or not, give your teammates the right information so they can kind of either come and clean up the kill after you because you've given them the right call out, or at the same time, maybe kind of say, look, this guy's hurt, you can push him. You don't have to sit back or wait or anything like that. One of the most important things we figured out is you get a quick kill. Do not sit in that position, reload, listen, etc. Relocate, because more often than not, there's more than one player, and he just got killed. He's given his teammate the information as to where you are. Before you know it, you're dead, and they're just going to come in and mop up the scraps and all of that. I cannot tell you how many times we've had encounters where we've gone into a gunfight, we maybe have gotten one or two kills, but we've just probably hung around the same exact spot. Relocation doesn't mean running around the entire map. It could mean moving from one side of a crate to the other, or from one side of a road to the other. It does not matter. But the less information the other players have on your whereabouts, the more successful you can be. And that is something that we figured out the hard way, so to speak. That's probably it. Again, I gotta give a shout out to Lord Prasad, Chili Sauce from Chili Sauce Gaming, because these are the boys I play with. We got Bandigo who comes in. He was our Sherpa for the first month, helping us run maps and run around like headless chickens, just trying to give us the lay of the land. So he was an absolute legend. Again, all the content creators that have helped us not only gain knowledge about the game, but even get more familiar with mechanics and maps and especially tasks, guides, and stuff like that. So thank all of you. This has been an amazing 100 days in this game, and honestly, we cannot wait to continue playing this. Even if the wipe is tomorrow, we've barely made any progress on the legendary Kappa container. It doesn't matter. Even if we were to go back to scratch, no big deal. This game is fun, and we're definitely going to be playing this for years to come. That being said, thank you all so much for watching. We're going to be streaming Escape from Tarkov soon. I know Chili Sauce has already started. The link to his channel is going to be down below. So check him out as well. Give him a follow, give him a like, show him some love. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, this is Ike3012 signing out.